Well, ladies and gents, another game week has come and gone, and in this video, I'm going to tell you why it was such a good game week, look at future plans, and above all else, flex my rank on you. So welcome back to another FPL video, and in this one, we're going to review game week 17. So let's get into game week 17 and why I'm really happy with it. And for the first time this season, we are finally under 100k. We're currently sitting at the overall rank of 80k, and to keep you updated on my mini league, we are fighting for that top spot. We have come up from our 40 points behind to being only 11 points behind, and it's looking good for us. So let's take a look at this game week. Now, I started a bit of a weird formation. We played a 4-4-2 this game week. I decided not to go with the back three, getting Cole in last week and benching Lascelles. So I could have gone with a back five, but we went with this team. So I think maybe we should get our bench out of the way first. So Areola again did not play. Now that's not a worry for me, as obviously we've got Dubravka for now. And I think it's interesting because Areola's just shaken off an injury. Fabianski's been given a chance to play. Quite like how Areola was given a chance to play. He was the European goalkeeper last season. It kind of looks like we're kind of going back into that fold. But I would wait until next week to see if Areola starts in the Premier League again, because I think he is their main goalkeeper. He's been very good this season, and I think he probably will be their starting keeper. Now, also on the bench, unfortunately for me, is Lascelles with 6 points. Now, obviously we had the whole Tom Lockyer situation, and I just want to say best wishes go out to me from the FPL Access family about that. I don't care about FPL points at all for that, but saying that, it's interesting because if Solanke doesn't play or they replay the match, he might get his points taken away and Lascelles might come on. Now, if that is the case, that'll be even better for me. Just for my mini league, I would actually overtake him with that. He would get a -6 from Solanke, and I would get a +6 on top of my score. Or no, I will get the same amount of score, or something like that. But yeah, I think probably the correct move with that, just going onto that topic, is I think that Solanke's points should stay. They're going to replay the game, put that into a double game week maybe, and just don't add the bonus points, because the bonus point system doesn't really make sense. They only play 60 minutes. Saying that, if they restart the game, then does Solanke and all of the other goals and contributions, will they be removed from the stats from him? I'm not really sure. But if they are, then yes, the points should be removed. Also, my bench was Garnacho against Liverpool, got the 3-pointer. I actually managed to keep a clean sheet, which I'm quite surprised about, so we got that extra point. But again, I didn't think he would return. But I will be starting him next game week, and we'll talk a little bit about that in my next video. And Cameron Archer, the 2-point king, sitting on my bench. Maybe one day he'll start for me and we'll get some returns. But let's go on to the main team. So like I said, Dubravka got 7 points. He played very, very well. He got a save point, I think that is. And yeah, I think he played really well. Newcastle played really well. They destroyed Fulham. That was helped by him and his red card. So sorry if you went him on a differential this game week. But definitely Dubravka looks like a solid goalkeeper pick for now. And moving on to the defence, I thought my defence was success. Everyone returned. But the biggest issue I'm finding right now is Udogie obviously is now flagged, and he is suspended for the next game week. And as I went with Udogie captain this whole time, he's my sort of player against Pedro Porro. That is not ideal for me whatsoever. Udogie is a little bit of a worry about how to get him in, who to get him in for, should I keep him, should I not? And to be quite honest with you, I'm not sure if we should. So yeah, I'm not sure if we should keep Udogie or not. I'm quite tempted to get someone out for him, but looking at the fixtures for Spurs, I think the fixtures for Spurs are quite nice. Obviously, I would like him for that Everton game, and with the blank game week for Man City and Brentford, that doesn't really affect me at all. I think it's okay for me to bench him. I want to keep him for Brighton, I want to keep him for Bournemouth. Man United's alright, Brentford, Everton, Brighton, so I think we'll just keep on to Udogie for now. I don't really want to waste any of that harder money because I kind of want to get him back in. But going on to the rest of my defence, Udogie returned, bit annoying, a little bit of a fraud, but he probably won't be in my fraud of the week. Gabriel managed to keep a clean sheet. I was so hesitant to start Gabriel at the start of the week. Thought Lascelles should start maybe, but I didn't want to risk a Newcastle clean sheet that went. Obviously, Lascelles and Gabriel both got a 6, so it didn't really matter on my decision. But them managing to keep a clean sheet against a Brighton side who have scored in every game since February was a bit of a nice thing on the cake, and I really enjoyed that. And I'm really happy with Gabriel's performance. Similarly to Tsimikas, got 7 points as well. And I mean, yeah, what can you say? He did very well against Man United. I think he picked up a 1 bonus point as well. And I mean, he just looked very good. Obviously, he's got a couple of tough stuff in his next game. But I am thinking about moving him on. Andy Robertson's going to be back. Burnley, maybe I want him for. And I might move on some other players in between, just going based on who's going to drop down in price. Maybe I'll keep him for this week, but if Lascelles maybe will start next week, or Botman will start, we'll have to see in the cup. But I'm very tempted to keep him, but I'll talk a bit about my transfer plans later on in this video. I'm not too sure on that. And Colwell coming in, recording 6 points, playing the full 90, got a great run of fixtures. Hopefully he'll be playing in all of those. And yeah, it was a good start from Colwell. Happy to have it happen. And I don't think Chelsea are going to be keeping a clean sheet against Wolves, Palace, Luton, Fulham. I don't think they're going to be keeping a clean sheet against all of them. But I think it's likely he'll get maybe 2 more clean sheets and some more points racked up on the board. Moving on to my midfield then. Cole Palmer looks way worth his money. He is definitely my player of the game week. He did so well, probably the saviour of the game week. 14 points, 1 goal, 1 assist, no penalties involved. And I mean, if you got him at 4.9, he is an absolute steal. Currently 5.6 million. I bought him at 5.2, I think it was. And yeah, he just looks great. Again, the good fixtures coming in. He's not going to be leaving my team anytime soon. And there that is. Saka again blanking against Brighton. He was very unlucky not to have an assist, but it's Bukayo Saka. I don't think you can really get him out. I mean, his form is quite indifferent compared to how much his price is and how much people are buying him in. But I just don't feel that I can go about Bukayo Saka. I feel like he's that constant performer in your side. I know he hasn't returned too much, but with the West Ham to Forest from game 19 to 22, I think unless there's a injury, he's really going to fill that void of Salah and Son when they are away. Salah though did blank in this game, and he's had a few little blanks recently, but to be fair to Salah, it was against a mighty Man United team, and to be quite frank, I think that Salah looked very good value. Again, I mean, he could have scored in the game quite easily. He missed that one chance, which I think was deflected away. Similarly with Son, he also blanked. I don't think Spurs really impressed me too much in their game, to be honest. But we did get another blank from Son, so not quite his Newcastle performance in that one. Watkins, though, came clutch, scored a goal against Brentford, and got those, I think he got 3 bonuses. And yeah, he looked amazing, and he came through and scored. And obviously we know Solanke got 6 points for us. So just talking a little bit about my transfers. I'm going to do a transfer plan video in my next video. But just talking a little bit about the transfers. I think I'm going to be getting rid of Tsimikas for Trippier. That was the move I've always wanted to make. And despite him playing well, I can't have any I can't know that he is going to be getting him in for the Burnley game. Now, looking at my team for next week, we've got Lascelles against Luton. Probably where Gabriel would be, I would put in Trippier and just seeing how that all goes. But to be quite honest with you, I'm not really sure. But there's a lot of good games next week. The problem is Liverpool and Arsenal do play each other, which makes me not want to play Gabriel, which makes me not want to do that. So I want to see if Lascelles starts midweek, how Botman plays, see if we can maybe force out one more game from him. If not, I think next week I'm looking to upgrade Lascelles to Dan Burn maybe. Although Newcastle's fixtures are not very good after game week 19. They sort of go on a bad run where they play Liverpool, Man City and Villa. and then it sort of gets better early Feb. So again, we'll have to see. I'll have to plan my transfers, but looking at the top, we're 80k and we've done very well. So let me know how your game week went. Let me know if you guys were lucky enough to have Cole Palmer like me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.